There is something I want to share with you. I did this video a little bit ago, but I accidentally erased it, so I have to go back and redo this again. Um, Scriptures affirming the LGBT community in Pride Month focuses on God's unconditional love and beauty of diversity and radical inclusion. Progressive and inclusion theologians frequently highlight these passages to celebrate identity, promote equality, and defend the marginalized. Galatians 3:28. There is neither Jew nor Gentile nor slave nor free. Paul emphasized that God's grace erases humans' divisions and hierarchies. Isaiah 56, 4 through 5. For this is what the Lord says to the eunuchs, to keep my Sabbaths, who choose what pleases me, and to hold fast to my covenant. To them I will give them within my temple and the walls of memorial, and a name. Eunuchs who in ancient times were gender non-conforming or outside the traditional reproductive family. They are promised an everlasting name and inclusion of the community. Now, Romans 15 through 7, accept one another as Jesus accepted you in order to bring praise to God. It calls to welcome all individuals into fellowship exactly as they are. Now, this is just Pride Month, and I want to wish everybody out there a happy Pride Month. So, the theologians do not frame Pride Month as a sin, but as a joyful celebration of survival and authenticity and self-worth. It acts to an antidote. So you may not like what I have to say. You may not like what I'm talking about, and that's fine. You don't have to. But definitely do not discriminate. Now, I had an experience recently with a hospital staff member who kind of discriminated against me. She was kind of manipulative while I was there, and she succeeded. But this is why I'm talking about this on my channel. Since this is Pride Month, I'm doing a special for this month, and then I'll be back to my other activities for this channel that I normally am. I'll be doing some filming later on today. I've got a couple places I have to go to, so I'll be doing that. But I want to shout out to JC. If she's on here and listening, she works at Banner University Medical Center, and she is part, I believe, of the LGBTQ community. Very nice person. Always come in to see me in my room when shift change happened. Always brought sunshine into the room, and we had some discussions about her partner and everything, and that was great. Um, she never did once ever discriminate or make any comments against me that would constitute me going to a higher up to make a complaint. But the person who did knows who they are. I'm just not going to give the name because I'm not trying to be sued. So that's what we're trying to avoid is being sued. But I think that since it is Pride Month, I think that people on staff at hospitals need to be more aware and more sympathetic. Well, I wouldn't say sympathetic, but be more professional toward those in the LGBTQ community. Because when you have staff that is manipulative and among other things, it makes or can give the staff a black eye. It's like having a bunch of good apples and finding that one bad apple that is not good. And this is not always fair, I know, but sometimes that's just the way it is. So if you, and you know, the Bible also says, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. So if you're a staff member at a hospital and you discriminate against somebody, and then they come back with something toward you, and then you threaten them as a staff member to call security, which didn't happen, I'm just saying hypothetical, then you're going to have to expect that. Me, as a 52-year-old female, I'm different because not only sometimes will I go to their supervisor, I come on here and talk about it and give knowledge or try to give good advice on how they should act toward LGBTQ patients. Now, a while back, I had talked to someone at Barron University Medical Center, the one on McDowell, and I was told they were not following the current deals that was going on when Hitler first took office. There was an executive order out that he allowed, didn't want any LGBTQ patients to get any kind of care at a hospital, or the nurse, or whoever that was taking care of that patient could get fired. Now, executive order is not a law. An executive order is just an order of what somebody wants, but it is not law. And all these things that Hitler puts out trying to attack the LGBT community, especially in Phoenix, is just unreal. By the way, those of you who are part of the LGBT community or others in the community, I would call Governor Hobbs, and there are 4 or 5 bills that passed, anti-trans bills. Now, these bills are going to her desk. She will either sign them or she'll veto them. I would call and ask for her opposition on these bills. And if you needed the number, you can go online and look on how to contact Governor Hobbs and get the office number. But do that and also thank her at the same time for what she's done for our community. And she's come up for re-election, and I think I'd rather have her in there another few years than somebody else that is going to come in. Rodney Glassman, who is a Trump conservative, is going to try to take that spot. I'm not for this Rodney Glassman. I've read about him. I do not like him. He's obviously infatuated with Hitler. So just call and thank her for what she's done. Ask her to veto these opposition on this bill. And have a happy Pride. That is it for now. I'll be back on later. Remember, hate is not holy. And shout out to the JC at Brandon University Medical Center. Thank you again for caring for me when I was there and being polite.